storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Salut, salut, salut. Ia să... Ai bine. Salut, Andrei. Am întârziat ceva. Am trecut Nicolas mai departe de Obrun. Incredibil. Ia. Bine rău. Ce gol odată în minutul 90. 90? Da. În minutul 90 a dat gol cu Ronaldo. Ce faci? Am intrat la un pack opening la un Watchparty. Acum joacă Emre Yilmaz cu Umut. Mamă, ce meci aici. Mă aud bine? Câte pachete avem. Am mai făcut și picuri de astea și de toate. Da, se aude bine? Bun. Ia. Până la 20 de like-uri ne uităm la Watchparty-ul ăsta, ne uităm la meciurile astea. Cine vrea să intre Discord, uite, intru și eu acum. Cine vrea să intre Discord să ne uităm, aștept. Trebuie să iau și chat-ul să-l pun pe telefon de fapt. Bun. Ia uite pe băieți. Cine vrea să intre Discord are aici. Ia că dau și... Mergi. Mergi link-ul ăsta. Stai că n-ai butul adormit. Gata. Da, mă, mergi. Nu e nimic, Andrei, poți să vii. Salut, Marius, salut. Hai să facem 20 de like-uri repede că avem mega pe opening. Ce pachete avem? Mamă, mut. Început tare. Venim Discord? Da. Dacă vreți. Bine a început Umut, fii atent. Bravo, măi, Umut. Ia. Am înțeles, Andrei.
Salut!
Oh, salut! Ce-am făcut, mă? Gata. Trebuie să-ți dau share screen. Bine. Tu ai pachete? Te iau tare.
Nu am pachete, dar dacă vrei, mă apuc și fac.
Mă, cum vrei, dacă ai resurse.
Intru în aia de 81-82 da, facem player pick-uri.
Vezi că alea-s bune, rău?
Știu, am terminat weekend-ul mai devreme.
Mamă.
Făcut 14 victorii.
Bun.
Da, mă rup cam la picuri.
Ce?
Mă rup la picuri. Adică mi-a dat Cloud Maurisa la LB și mi-a dat Dybala la tot care îl mai aveam odată. Da, mă player cu Dybala mea era și Jocol și l-am luat pe ăla.
Mamă.
Da, am vreo 600 de cap pe dreapta, 700 de cap și nu știu ce să fac ei.
De toate player pick-uri. De toți spartă. Nu?
Nu știu. Mă gândeam să iau Bellingham toți. Bine, nu mă mai joc eu la mine pe contul săptămâna asta, o să joc un prieten, dar... Na.
Asta zic, altceva.
The odds of him going the full way. There wasn't really too much to talk about off the back of the... He got a top 4 finish in an FGS online tournament, came to the playoffs, did his job, qualified, got to the World Cup.
Ia, mă.
Ai făcut aseară 194 că n-am putut să stau pe live.
Just found a way to win.
He struggled in this opening 25 minutes though. He's
Așa greu să faci 194.
The only thing you can really put that down to is the nerves and the pressure of the situation in front of him.
Marcelo might fancy that one. What a ball into our 9 for 2! No one saw that pass over the limits.
Mamă, dat offside trap acolo.
Legea.
Ce?
I spoke to
Legea.
in quite depth yesterday when we were watching Umit's game against Matías Bernardo. The driven pass is a part of his game where he just
Bun driven pass
into
ăsta.
the feet of the
Asta e
attacker.
finala?
Semifinala.
Can't really do too much about it. It's past you in a flash.
Finala e
and
după
it's
meciul
all
ăsta.
about Umit. Does he have the composure? Does he have the calmness inside the box to stick it away? Of course he does.
He would have been dreaming of a start like this to reach to this semi-final.
Greu pentru Emre.
Last night, 2-0 up with 30 minutes on the clock in leg 1. Key is not to get carried away.
Hai că... Cu cine ții? Eu țin cu Nicolas, dar e deja în finală. Deci asta e bine. Ce are? Salut, David. Bine.
Might find it, will find it. Hullet was there waiting. Kimpembe was in the way.
If Umit was to be successful here, obviously a lot of time left to play. It would be the two players from Group C going through into the grand final, both Nicolas and Umit. Once again, showing the depth and strength in that particular group. That a lot
Care am zis eu că va fi finala. Vezi că ai dreptate. Bate Nico în finală. Ar fi anul perfect și Champions League și Cupa Mondială. Am zis că a dormit Emre Yilmaz. Cum stă?
Confidence going into this second half. They're on the back foot to Red Bull Leipzig's Umit.
Gata, am revenit.
You just see knocking the ball around the back, keeping a little bit of possession as we approach the halfway point in leg number 1.
Greu, mă, greu să revine Emre. Greu, rău.
As it stands, there is half time in this game. Just looking back through the archives in that Group C. Can't forget, he said likes of Nicolas was in there, Tuga, and it could be an all Group C grand final, depending on how this result was going at the moment, but not the start he would have wanted at all. Maybe you could have argued.
Da, mai e timp.
Regardless of it, what a start from Umit.
Mai e un meci și o repriză.
Goal in the first 7 minutes and then a pass that no one saw, just
E
palmed
timp.
out from Marcelo. Found our 9 just who kept his run.
And once again, the importance of an early start, the importance of an early goal
Ce
cannot
n-am?
be understated. So we get on board here with the second half. Emre Yilmaz getting us underway.
For a chip off the mark, that's going to be easily dealt with. Keeping Iric, you just cannot let it go 3-0.
No.
Otherwise you really are throwing the kitchen sink at it.
If it goes 3-0, it's a dangerous scoreline. 2-0 is doable. Again, that driven pass coming into
Bine?
such good use for Umit inside the final.
Bine? O, dacă dădea șut.
Just about gets it clear. That might have been João Cancelo that came across. He's just getting so much time, R9.
It's because he's firing the ball into his feet. He's going to come forward again here with Kimpembe.
This time Spinazzola.
Aha.
It's a corner for his efforts, Umit. On the hunt for 3. In it goes, send it down.
10 like-uri, hai, încă 10.
I think Chiellini of all people.
It's that corner, it's so hard to defend. The goalkeeper isn't got enough speed really to get out to the edge of the box to try and claim it. And then also with the knockdown on the player lock, there's some players that just seem so hard to defend. Whether it's Ronaldo or Ruud Gullit.
Good win from Chiellini, recycle well from Emre Yilmaz. Messi again on that right boot, he's not afraid to use it.
Uite, de că nimeni nu-l folosește pe Kenili? Kenili? Pe Chiellini.
Nothing clean at the moment in terms of clear-cut
Umut.
chances.
Când mă întorc de afară,
Well, he
pe
is
mare.
coming more and more into his own.
Uite mă,
The team holding man.
ce zici Clau că nu folosește nimeni Chiellini?
Starting to probe. Looks slightly more dangerous.
What a ball. Intercepted well.
I think he's settled at the minute. That first sort of 25-30 minutes. He was...
You just don't plan for it, do you? To be 2-0 down in 30 minutes, Rich. It's like...
But that will happen if you're not switched on.
Salut, Belsar, salut.
Could be an opportunity here for Umut.
Mă, decât Wood, mai bine Chiellini.
Then also mixes in
Sincer.
Clever again.
just fires it into the feet.
Nicely done. Finds Marcelo. Now it's about getting options.
Și
in the box.
Emre. Întoarce.
Messi there in the front three. You are lacking at least one option in the end. Bellingham back to back to goal. This is nice. Messi.
Da, mă, da. Text out. Oh, din grupe. În grupe s-a dus acasă.
Real slick play inside the box. It looked like he could have shot the first time. He offloaded it back into R9 Ronaldo, who found
Pexi
the bottom left
out.
corner. Nothing Schmeichel could do about it. He did get a hand on it.
Pe Chiellini l-am folosit și l-am băgat la Icon în momentul 93 și mi-a dat mare zi, dar în moment pe Xbox One. Rește istorie, eu acum joc pe PS4.
That's a great foothold
Bun.
if he wants to try and reclaim this lead from Umut.
Știam eu că nu e bun de nimic. Sincer, o jucat slab, dar poate nu a avut o zi bună. De asta l-a costat.
In a flick of a fingers. Umut was 1-0 up before you'd even finished.
Salut, Radu, salut.
3 minutes gone, he's 1-0 up and he's in a driver's seat.
Over 20 minutes left to play. Maybe Emre Yilmaz can make this 2-2. If you have just joined us, this is our second semi-final of the FIFA World Cup. If you missed the late drama in our first one, it was
Tu ai primit pachetele cadou la FIFA?
first ever grand final. He obviously stopped. He stopped in his tracks
Stai, mă
by
uit acum.
German back in 2019 against Mo Albert. Now the rest of the story there.
Dar când s-o dat?
He's this time in the final two, a top two finish. Which, as we were speaking about for Nicholas, it's just got better and better, hasn't it? From him round the 16 back in FIFA 17, then it was top 8, top 4.
Vineri seară.
Yeah, I
No.
actually saw Mo Albert tweeting
N-am primit
about
nimic.
Nicholas's performances, and I'm
No,
sure we'll
n-am primit.
rehash them when we do get to the grand final. But the consistency that he's shown over the last 5 years has been nothing short
Dacă
of
și ăștia fac cadou.
fabulous.
Dar ce pachete de cadou la FIFA? Eu n-am primit nimic? Da, nici eu. Alea 3 de 85 plus? Am primit nimic.
It will try his best to build it to one of the final real chances of the game. CR7 back to goal, does
Great
well.
feet.
Look at the fee, look at the fee. Oh, the finish let him down. Vinicius Junior. It was on a plate.
Such good dribbling inside the box.
Trebuia să
there
dea
from Umut.
85.
Once again, showing us the diversity of attacks that he's got
Single player pack. Ori 3.
in his
Noi de pe PS4, PS5 nu am primit nimic. Da. Păi, cred că doar pe PlayStation e o problemă. Cred.
Faction there doesn't come to anything in the end. Emre Yilmaz with that poor student, he might get it before the end of the game if he's lucky.
8 like-uri și avem mare pe opening. Oh.
A little bit hairy all of a sudden there as that ball went over the top. Mix up between defender and goalkeeper. Mbappe trying to sniff out a potential opportunity.
Niște de BBC. Da, ciudat. Trebuia să dea.
Umut went for the speed boost touch there. Didn't get round the man.
Cei de pe Xbox au primit. Pe... Mă sun. Dar mă că până eu asta aici. Gata.
Maybe one last chance.
I think he's just been a little bit in the key areas, just a little bit off it, Emre Yilmaz, especially in the passing department. If he can tighten up those screws going into the second leg, he can pose a real threat to Umut.
Ultimul atac.
So a couple of loose passes,
Pentru Umut.
loose possessions.
Hai Umut.
One last chance down the byline.
Corner.
Goes for a corner. We have played the 1 minute of additional time. The pause will now come in for
Mare player loc ce-i dă. E gol ăsta.
Yeah, I'm not too sure he'll be
Zic de pe acum.
making too many changes. As we have one corner left to play in this first leg, then that will do us until the second leg of action
Stai
does
mai
get
aici, gata.
underway. That's an outstanding position for Umut if he wants to extend his lead.
There's one time to not switch off. It's now. Corner played in. Ronaldo's there in the air. Point blank range. Had to react. He did. Another day.
Incredibil.
That could be 3 goals to 1 to him at the halfway point in the 2 legs. The German is halfway away from being in the FIFA World Cup Grand Final. Leads by 2 goals to 1.
It'd be perfect.
Da, cred că trece Umut.
First 3 minutes, go 1-0 up.
E o
And then
forță.
in the final couple of seconds of the match, you're looking to extend your lead to 3 goals to 1. Good comeback from Emre Yilmaz. Yes, it wasn't completed. It wasn't super successful, but he managed to get a goal back, almost stopped the bleeding. Because when Umut's 2-0 up in 30 minutes, there's the potential that that game could roll away from you, as it did with many of the players in the group standings that Umut took on. He got back into the game. He started to build his way into the game. Got the goal as well. Real slick play from Emre Yilmaz to score that 2-1 goal line. And then, look, he's moving forward. I think he'll be quite happy with how the first leg went. Yes, he's trailing by 1 goal, but he's in a decent position.
What a start from him, Rich. What an incredible start. 7 minutes in, scored the first goal. Then by the 30th minute mark, able to double his lead. He could have said left leg 1, 2-0 down. Would have been a very different storyline coming into this second leg for Emre Yilmaz, who, again, you know, would have had plans to be
cu sandale.
2-0 down this early on.
Pe bune, cred că așa au.
There is so much money on the line.
Well, there's no game plan that says go 2-0 down inside 15 minutes. He had to react. He had to play reactionary FIFA. You go 1-0 down inside 4 minutes. Now what? The game plan's ripped up. Maybe first leg you wanted to keep possession for a little bit. See it out into the second leg, and then in the second leg push on. That had to be scrapped. You go to plan B. Okay, don't concede again. Okay, that's gone out the window. Go to plan C. Just try and get back into the game. Try and create something. He did that, and I think in that Team Hulk camp right now, they'll be relatively happy with how this is going. Going into that second leg, like I said, tighten up on the passing, tighten up on a few of the possessions, and potentially we might see an Emre Yilmaz
comentează ăștia.
Yeah, well, let's be honest, we saw a fantastic performance from him in the group stages and the knockouts. He has been the surprise package where it's difficult, isn't it? You come into a tournament, look at the 32 players, and you're thinking, you've got your favourites, of course you do. But then you've got your surprise packages in there that obviously had a great playoffs and stopped the likes of, obviously he didn't personally, but stops the likes of Emes Desari being here alongside a list of other big names that didn't make it to this year's FIFA World Cup. But this is what the last 24 months have given us. Yes, we might have had an E-World Cup, but we've had an
Eu stau să mă gândesc și mă gândesc dacă la 14 victorii dă mai bine decât la 16. Sincer, chiar sunt curios.
To LAN, to this environment where you've got lights, cameras, action. If you're not
Am văzut că o dă mai bine la 14.
Echoing out over the Bella Arena. So there's a transitional period that you have to deal with, but both of these two have been absolutely outstanding in their approach in this tournament. Top 4 is a fantastic sort of look so far. One of these two is playing against Nicholas in about 40 minutes time.
Nicholas Schule.
Feeling right now as well. There's so much on the line here. Top 2. I mean, in terms
Da, care coroniță de aia, nu știu cum se cheamă. Aia cu coroniță de aia deasupra ratingului, fac greening cu lega respectivă.
Yeah, I'm just
Sule
looking down here. I
tractor.
can see the two players in the booths. Headsets are on. They're looking locked and loaded, ready to go. As the lights change, you can see the countdown clock just here behind me. 5 seconds to go. Second leg of action is right around the corner.
Who will be joining Nicholas in the grand final with the Fifae World Cup grand final here in Copenhagen. $250,000 on the
Și
line.
aflăm următorul
Second leg
finalist
underway. At the moment, it
după
will be
meciul ăsta.
Futties of RB Leipzig, who leads by 2 goals to 1. But
Hai să forțăm 20 de like-uri să deschidem pachetele alea.
you never write off a
Se
team
poate?
player, especially one you don't know too much about so far coming into this tournament. Emre Yilmaz with it all to do, but only a goal behind Rich. How many times have we seen? I mean, even 2 or 3 goal score lines flipped on the head.
Especially if you can score early as well, Brandon. That's the big thing. If you can get that goal early and really solidify yourself back in the game, you're looking to be putting the pressure well and truly on your opponent.
Corner for Emre Yilmaz early on, went for a player lock. Vladimir Letao and Ronaldo in that conversation. Finesse from distance. He's tried that once with R9. He's tried it again with Marcelo.
It shows the confidence that he's got. He's taking long shots. He's taking those green time shots as well from outside the box. If he's just watched Nicholas play, you'll know that they are successful with Alphonso Davies finding the top corner. It's a promising start from Emre Yilmaz in this second leg.
I think he knows more than anything, Rich, how important it is that he does get the opening goal. Will have other ideas. His CR7 comes forward. For Ronaldo Nazario.
Apropo, cine vrea să vină pe Discord să vadă meciul, link în descriere, la Discord. Să ne uităm la meci, la spectacolul ăsta. Militao.
Strong tackle again.
And not only have you created a little bit, Emre Yilmaz, in this opening sort of 12, 13 minutes of exchanges back and forth, but also defended. It'll be in his mind, I conceded after 5 minutes. That's gone now. Now you just take the game as it comes and look to turn your future around. Turn the fortune in your favor.
Pe când la 14 ai 3 jucători? Da, am văzut și eu asta. Cred că... Pe mai bine 14. Sincer. N-are rost să faci 16 plus în perioada asta. Nu mai are rost să te joci. Mai ales să faci 50 de victorii la Weekend League. O să dea compensare. Înțeles.
Action-packed first 20 minutes in this first part of leg 2.
I think more interestingly, Emre Yilmaz, Mbappe getting the start. He's not started for a lot of players in this tournament.
Apte like-uri.
He's with the man.
Au glumit, nu mai dau nimic. Mamă.
Marcelo from it. Wicked deflection. That's a harsh deflection, Messi. Reverse elastico or two. CR7. That's a good tackle. Ramos still got a little bit too much there for a split second. Handled it well though, did Emre Yilmaz. Cannot imagine the pressure.
Great pass.
Both these two are feeling so close to the FIFA World Cup Grand Final, so close to the biggest paycheck of your FIFA career.
And then again, so far, the next 60 minutes of gameplay will feel like an eternity.
Bună.
What a turn from Ronaldo, who might be able to drive away from Militao. One more pass, R9, down the throat of Alisson.
Nu ne traduci și nouă ce zic acolo? Nici nu. Mă gândesc la ăștia. Mă uit la meci.
Wasn't timed green for Umut. This could be a ball over the top.
Yeah.
Marcelo, where's he going to go? Maybe R9 too obvious. He could have argued, but no one else was really offering a passing angle.
Să mă plătească să-i traduc. Ei. Ia uite, mă.
Very, very similar story to the first game that we saw. So tight, so narrow the margins. When you got four of the best FIFA players on the planet.
O mare meci ce avem aici. Centrare. Mamă, uite-mă cum e Kellyn, este cel mai bun fundaș din joc. Numai la mine nu-i. Dacă ieșea centrarea asta, era gol. 100%.
Done it a couple of times already in this second leg. Could be a key to victory.
CR7, good feet. Messi, even better feet potentially. Marcelo offloads it. He's not going to be the man to take the shot. Neither's Jude Bellingham.
Până acum cherchelitul ăsta.
Waste an opportunity, give your opponent a chance to go into the halfway point with the lead, so just going to play it around the back and potentially when it gets to the 45 minute it goes out.
La mine gafează mereu de aici. Bine, pe contul meu îl schimb la anul. Nu dă nimic la pachete tot anul. Și mai bine îl schimb decât să...
So far, that has had a handful of chances for either two players to extend the scoreline or to bring it back all square.
Yeah, almost looked dangerous on the counter-attack, especially with those sort of... I think he had one with R9 where it was the pass, then the extra pass.
Pentru mine și acum e mai mort ca înainte.
Alisson going to claim it all day long, and then the other side, Emre Yilmaz is being close to getting an opportunity in and around the edge of the
5 like-uri.
For 5-6 minutes. Decent chance, couldn't
Încă
quite
5.
convert a goal scoring opportunity from the possession that he had, but he'll be more than happy.
Mă, încă 5 like-uri se poate.
Much better first half in the second leg than it was in the first.
So direct, wasn't it, from the word go? Yeah, he said he's looking for those finesses, whether that be Lionel Messi or
anyone, really.
I mean, anyone that's got the stats, to be honest, which pretty much everyone does have in the offensive third.
See the podiums that the two players are occupying there. The countdown, 3, 2, 1. Second leg of action right here, right now. 45 minutes away, potentially from Unit. And a Nicholas final, or will Emre Yilmaz pull something yet again out the bag?
Oh, man.
The only thing I just look at here from an Unit perspective, Richard, is he's got that semi-final, final experience. Yes, not in an E-World Cup, but in many other domestic leagues and tournaments he has featured in his first sort of 3 years competing.
He's got the championship mentality. He knows what it takes to get over the line. And he's also had the negative experiences, which he never wants to revisit.
He's had the pain of the Champions League on this year. Marcelo did his best to make it as easy as he could for Ronaldo, but Militao on the first touch. Look how stretched his defence is now, but
he's
got nothing on.
Back compact very quickly.
Yeah, Emre didn't really have anything going forward for him, so he had to turn back. He had to recycle. That'd be a story, wouldn't it? Ruud Gullit scoring the equaliser. 4-team Gullit.
Trăgeam de acolo.
I mean, if you cast your mind about what 2017 when Grilla was world champion, he was in the crowd.
Închideai ochii și dădeai.
One of the goals the Grilla scored to help him on his way. Moments on from that, created his own esports team, and
here they are.
They had 4 of them here at the FIFA World Cup this year, so not bad going.
Spina.
Spinazzola, Messi, one more. CR7
GG.
of it with a 2-goal cushion. To be honest, right now we'll be sending on his way to a grand final.
Se pare că
re-established that 2-goal advantage has the German. Has not looked really sort of cut through in this second leg, but it only takes one opportunity, it only takes one chance.
Bravo, măi, Umut, măi.
Shapeshifter Cristiano Ronaldo with the goal. And Umut can smell a grand final.
Mai e timp, dar nu prea. O să
He was so dominant, wasn't he?
se apere,
A pace.
nu riscă nimic cu mut.
Sarah, in terms of the group stages, 30 points he accumulated. He was a goal scoring machine throughout that process too. That game yesterday against Futties in the quarter-finals was absolutely incredible from him. He was down for near enough.
Salut, Ovidiu, mulțumesc.
Was it 178 minutes?
Se-a promut ăsta bine rău, direct drop back a băgat.
Came out off the traps, turned
Pe
the game
bune,
with his
îi se
head.
apără bine.
Found himself in this situation now where he is so close to $100,000. And in his first ever Fifae World Cup, he's in a grand final.
Ia mă câte like-uri
The
avem.
pause needs to come and
Ai încă 4. 4 like.
Messi look for the one more into R9, still could be alive.
Still in the game though is Emre Yilmaz, even though he's trailing by 2 goals.
And he has been involved in ultimate comebacks before. So many of his playoff games.
4 like-uri avem, 4 picuri bune, bune rău și vreo 30 de pachete. Deci că-i toti. GG. Finito. Asta ascultă muzică, n-are nicio treabă.
But that is game set match, you'd like to say. Sorry, Lionel Messi will tap it into the back of the net. It's a 3-goal cushion.
Aia e.
Is in the grand final of the Fifae World Cup.
He's got to play that pass inside his
Acum
own
că a avut
defensive
dreptate,
third, give the
Claudiu.
ball away. Umit capitalizes. And with a 4-1
Finito.
scoreline with about 20 minutes left to play. It's looking very, very bleak for Emre Yilmaz. Has to go for it. Formation
Joga
change,
bonito.
change. You know what's going to come.
That's a different scenario though, Rich. If he was able just to defend that
Direct,
opportunity,
constant
then he would have put
pressure.
into pause potentially now. And
Oricum,
I mean, 3
cred că e
goals,
gata.
Rich. We've seen comebacks
Bine,
all the time.
sigur e gata.
This would top it.
We've seen comebacks in the Fifae World Cup as well.
Să-ți dea acum gol pe kick-off, să mai dea unul și în ultimul minut centrare cap gol. Aha.
22 minutes.
Cum ar fi?
What a performance from Umit as well. Really, really solid. In this second leg, he's not looked at his best, but he's still winning games. He's still getting over the line. And you know what they say that is, Brandon? The sign of a champion.
I think you have to look back to that electric start he had in leg 1.
Nu mai vezi stat.
30 minutes certainly helped him on his way. Just soaking up all the pressure as Emre Yilmaz through him. He's had to go for the game. Marcelo through. What a play. Vinicius Junior can't put it away. He's actually lucky that he's got a 3-goal scoreline to back him up.
Cum a ratat-o pe asta.
Couldn't quite capitalise on that ball over
A
the top
rubarea
there.
aia.
Emre Yilmaz. 16 minutes left to play.
Bine?
It's not looking good.
Certainly not.
Extra minutes and seconds out the game for a moment.
It's a remarkable achievement from Emre.
I mean, look, if there's someone out there that's watching this and thinking, what could I be or how could I be in this FIFA esports ecosystem? This is his first ever year competing. Off the back of one superb performance, yes, some consistency in turning up in those FGS tournaments.
Da.
He's made an E-World Cup grand
Deci
final.
Nicolas cu mult în finală.
Players in the world. He made it to the top 4, $25,000 in
Ce
prize.
finală. Ce finală.
No doubt.
And he will be back. You can almost guarantee that. You can see what quality
Opriți-l, mă.
he's got. But Umit coming forward to kill the game. We can start to get the graphics made, get the conversations rolling.
Let's talk about it, Rich.
Nicholas versus Umit in our grand final.
Argentina versus Germany. Umit
Argentina versus Germany.
versus Nicholas. One of those two will be world champion for the 2022 FIFA E season.
Both got big support here as well in the Bella Arena. There's data to go on. sure Rachel on the couch will be looking at the group standings.
17 like-uri, hai, încă unul, încă unul, iau, sunt încă 3.
Previous matchups looking like, but all we know it's going to be absolutely outstanding.
Great ball over the top. Might fall back to Hullet. It'd be a nice goal if he was to just pop up and score. You're absolutely right. And after
Mai pe deasupra ardamendiile. Și să mai faci la 4-1.
32 down to the final two, we have the grand final. RB Leipzig come in. We'll take on Guild Esports' Nicholas.
5.
A two-legged game worth $250,000. It comes up straight after this one, so what a win.
Bă, mi-au închis ăsta. Doamne. M-au hackerit ăștia.
Just a matter of moments time. Commiserations to Emre Yilmaz.
Umut and Nicholas in grand final.
Rookie of the year.
Ți-au furat internet.
And there we have it. After two incredible semi-finals, let's head down to Spencer Owen, who's joined by our grand finalist. We'll be playing Nicholas.
Oh.
You've done it. You topped your group, but you've continued that form in the knockouts. You've gone the distance. You're in the final. How do you feel?
Of course, it's an amazing feeling. I have to play now against Nicholas. He's one of the best.
Cât e premiul?
He was also my group. One game I won, one game he was won. So it will be a very tough match.
Yeah, Nicholas won 2-0, but you won 1-0 in those two games. So like you say, nothing between you. It's going to be an amazing final. Have you even thought about the fact that you've secured a minimum of $100,000?
Yeah, of course, it's amazing. 100,000 euros. I don't know what should I do with that money, but I will look and I will ask my brother and what I can invest.
It could still be 250 though, let's not forget. That's what the final game is going to be up for. Incredible scenes. What do you expect? I know you've played him
42 de milioane de dolari. Cred că așa e.
For me, he has the best defense in the whole game. Like in FIFA 22, he's the best defensive player, but
mă, că nu înțeleg aici.
to come in his box, so it will be very, very difficult for me. So I have
La cât e finala? La 6:30.
And maybe score the 1-0.
Have you got any words for your amazing support here? Obviously, they were cheering you whenever you scored and when you got the win.
Jungs, ich liebe euch. Dankeschön an alle, die
Hey,
Supporter, an alle in Deutschland, die immer da sind. Vielen Dank, Jungs. Ich küsse eure Herzen.
It's been an unbelievable performance from you. Obviously, the opponent you just beat there, Emre Yilmaz.
Emre Yilmaz is an incredible player. He's
in
his first season. He's only 17 years old. It's his first, second offline event, so he's a very, very crazy player, and I wish him the best for the future.
Fantastic words there from you, Umut. He's in the final, guys. He's going to be playing Nicholas. Well done to you, my friend. I'm going to speak to Renzo now from Team Hullet. And now we've said so many things about Team Hullet on this broadcast because they've had such an amazing, not just year, but few years. Obviously, Emre's not quite made the final, but from a Team Hullet perspective, how are you feeling?
I mean, I'm super excited. This guy has been 1.5 years, and he's made the World Cup in 6 months training with us. So it's just, I'm so super proud. I mean, this guy, no words to describe it.
Round of applause for Emre Yilmaz. What a bright future this lad has. I mean, I'm sure you agree with me, Renzo, when you say that this lad can go to the very top. It maybe it's not going to be this year, but he's got a bright future.
I mean, you should ask him this question. What's up now?
Next year, more events, Champions League,
200.
It's been a fantastic performance. Well done. I'm glad you're getting the recognition.
Locul 3 și 4. Cum se decide?
Think about Team Hullet in general. You know, you have an amazing tournament, an amazing few years.
Yeah, but I mean, in the end, we do want to win the trophy, so we got to step up our game. Obviously, Umut, I think he deserved it, and Nicholas is a crazy player. Next year we can get the title.
Emre, who do you think is going to win the final? You've just gone against Umut there.
Nu l-am auzit, mă, pe comentator.
He's going to back Umut, the man who just played him. We'll give it another round of applause for Emre Yilmaz, who exits the competition, but has been unbelievable. This trophy is the one that's up for grabs, and we have one game left. A 250,000 game.
Salut,
guys in the studio, what are you thinking?
What are we thinking? Well, we have this.
Dar nu, ăla e Elmaz, nu e Umut.
Cheering because he's a massive Umit fan, aren't you, Foot Crunch? Welcome back, and you're donning the headband as well as a bit of a salute to Umit, aren't you?
It's a new thing that I wear only.
Ne-ar mânca?
So I brought it in for the previous games.
I need to know the origin. When did the headband first make an appearance?
So
Ia mă câte like avea.
Where I spend a certain amount of money to beat
16, 17. Ai încă 3 să deschidem pachetele alea, multe. Salut, salut. Mănâncă la shawarma fără număr. Ei, ești de pe YouTube pe ăla? Pe Elmaz? A, pe ăsta. O zis comentator, dar iar n-am fost atent.
Well, maybe you should give Umit that headband, because remember, Nicholas has the necklace. Umit, and that's pink. Maybe Umit needs the pink headband which you're wearing.
Hai, dați like.
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. Umit,
Nu te rog.
watching a Foot Crunch
Ai încă un like.
but no, on a
Am da.
I mean, what a final we have now set.
Foot Crunch.
Nicholas the Iceman against Umit. Now, I'm saying the breakout star of this year.
I think this is the best. The best we could have got, right? When you guys think about this tournament, who do you think was going to make it to the final?
Ăsta cu thumbnail-urile astea, lolo.
I actually have got Umit going all the way. Anyway, let's have a look at the goals from that game. Umit scoring 4 past Emre Yilmaz, who managed just one there, but he's been a goal-scoring machine throughout the tournament.
Care mă, a început? Nu.
Really good box work here, turning, moving across the body, maneuvering, shall we say.
Hai că a început bine.
You see the celebration, and it's been such a progression in his game. I was there from the very beginning as he beats the offside trap again. The goalkeeper's in a bad position. It's a brilliant pass.
Mamă, un like.
And originally, when Umit burst onto the scene, being a teenager then as well, of course, in Atlanta, he looked like a defensive player, and now he has the total package. And I said this earlier, just to kind of unlock some space from Yilmaz as he's trying to forge that.
Deci animația asta la portar când zici că o scoate, dar nu o scoate, e cea mai...
Top two players in the world, and
mai nasoală.
But I just keep seeing him getting better and better and better. And sometimes he makes the game look so easy. He's also going to have the last goal here being a bit of a takeaway, a bit of an error from Yilmaz. But because he had to chase the game, he was looking to speed things up. It allowed him to be able to kind of progress and make this work. You got a lot of space here.
Bine aici.
Beautiful save, goalkeeper work there from Alisson, scooting him just ever so slightly. And here's that error I was talking about.
Aici o greșit o grav de tot.
And at that point, we knew that this was done, dusted, and Umit was going to.
Salut, Ovid, salut.
I mean, this is the final then. Nicholas 99 FC and Umit Foot Crunch is still.
Încă o dată a avut dreptate, Clau.
I'm sure, but let's just go back as well to yesterday.
Ai încă un like. Și pe următor îl bătea puiul Răzvan, că nu mai știu unde se ducă.
But can he make it two Argentinians defeated in a row? That's a tough ask.
I can't lie.
Oh, ne merit.
I told you guys, I'm leaving the day he leaves.
Puiul.
I'm 100% sure he's going to get the job done.
Chiar.
I trust.
But I mean, Mike,
trecem mai departe, vă zic eu. Da? Asta a fost.
He's already taken him down. That must have given him a lot of confidence. Now he's going up against the second player.
Mă, asta zic.
Knowing that he's already defeated one.
Taci un pic. Bun. Ai jucat cu Jude toți? Da, e bun. Bun, închidem puțin ăsta. Și acum îi dăm drumul la treabă. Hai. Gata, s-a făcut 20. Care? 1, 2, 3 sau 4? Ai văzut parodia de Francostică? No. Ai făcut vreun Futties? Da. 1, 1, 3. L-ai jucat Future Stars? Nu, n-am jucat. 1, 1, 3, 4. 2. Mamă, facem salată din numerele astea. Salut, Vlad! Nu că suntem numărul 1. Hai, până acum a ieșit cel Cel mai multe ori numărul 1. Hai, oh, mă. Începem cu ăla slab. Bun. 1, 2 sau 3. Puneți-l așa. Hai, 1, 2, 3 sau... 1, 2 sau 3. 2. Asta e la weekend. 2. Vlad pune de la YouTube. 4. Adică 1. A, până acum este 2. 2. 2. Aoleu, hai cu 2. A, mă, cu 2. Da, frumos. Mă. Nici nu știu ce se iau aici. Un Silva. Da, luăm Silva. 1 sau 2? Îi trimitem în grupul ăsta. Calul unde te duci, tată? Avem fundaș, avem fundaș. 1 sau 2? Vreau spam acolo. 1. Doi. 1. Mama, Andrei niciodată nu nimerește. 1. Ce-am făcut? Nimic. Hai. Mă, cu 1. Hai. Hehe. 1. 1 sau 1? Mamă, Vlad, m-ai rupt. Am. Aici vreau ceva. Mă, ce costă? Dă-i. 3, 2, 1 și...
Most consistent and most successful players that we've seen in the competitive scene, and he's won so many different types of events. He won the Champions League this year. We've seen him win E-Club. We've seen him win multiple playoffs. We've seen him win LQEs. He kind of needs this on the resume, and if he knocks out E-Nations as well, he's got everything. He's collected the trifecta.
Well, yeah, I mean, Nicholas and Amit, two awesome players, of course. There can only be one champion. And let's just talk about...
S-au blocat. Cred că e de la mine. Mă aud? Da. Bun. Hai să mai deschidem silver pack-urile astea ca să facem curat. Atunci îi dăm tare. Da. Mi-a murit internet prin sârmă. Ce-i vorbești? Incredibil așa ceva. Văd că... Dar de fapt, nu cred că începe. Și eu. Am să deschidem asta. Că la 6:30 începe, dar ce că dă... Bă, am să deschidem silverii ăștia. Să tot faci rank 3 la Weekend League. Vrem să fac mai mult, dar am zis că poate de aici. Da, să tot faci. 100 de victorii. Ah. Am cu un Ronaldo din Silver Pack. Dacă intru pe Twitch, poate dat acolo drum. Dacă mai avem 4. Să o duc și live ăstora.
Realistically, he's going to be amazing. Because currently got Harry Maguire, so like that's a massive upgrade in my eyes. So
cred că iau Jude, Future Star să văd cum e, că mai trebuie... Oh, mă.
Even if he's world's...
Mă Stokes, mă. 50k și iau toți. La pică Orlando. Am țit. Ce greu e deschis Silver. Bun. Ce greu e deschis Silver Pack-urile astea. Mai avem vreun impostor pe aici? Faci tu 1 milion? Mamă, e drafturi de 1 milion. Ah. Cum ar fi? Ce avem aici? Am ascultat pe Andrei și am ținut pachetele astea. Aoleu. Bă, da, nu scap de nimic. Să fac mai mic ăsta, mă, ce... Elegant. Picuri de om... Dar gol picuri multe. Ce avem aici? Am și eu 500 de K. Ai pachete Belzar? Direct noi simt că mă ajunge. Eu 700. Sunteți bogați, bă. Ne mână de la mână și te-am lurau. Ce-ai făcut, mă? Te-ai închis? Bă, da, plictisitoare. Deci dacă pică ceva bun, joc calificările astea în iulie. Deci mai bine decât să vă dea ce mi-a dat. Am și uitat. Robertson și băia, mai bine faceți rank 7. De asemenea, dacă strângem toți banii de pe chat, îi păstrez pentru FIFA 23. Băi, da, plictisitoare sunt pachetele astea, nu-mi vine să cred. Oh, we'll go. Și în live-ul ăla caritabil bag 5 conturi la Weekend League. Mai repede. Respect. Păi, dar nu sunt pe ăsta. Da, Weekend League în august. Deci nu mai faceți 16 victorii, 16 plus, 14 chiar. Faceți 11 acolo. Bine, 14 puteți ca să aveți și pe cola. Ați văzut. Degeaba faceți 14, 16, 17, 18. Mă, că am scăpat de astea. Am încercat 16. Eu nu mai încerc nimic. Chiar e pierdere de timp. Nu mai forțați nimic. Zic eu, nu știu, acum faceți cum vreți. Ia. Filming Sonaldo. E comente. Caraca. Zic eu, decât să-ți dea Robertson și cum mi-o da mie în pachete, mai bine te oprești la 9. Și la 9 îți dă Mbappé toți, în picuri. Deci. Cam asta e FIFA. Din păcate. Nu. Pe acum mi-a dat mie ceva, săptămâna trecută mi-a dat ceva. Cred că e la cont și asta e posibil. Mă. Ce văd? Forțezi doar că vrei să te antrenezi. Și mie e la 14? Păi, deci mai bine e 14 decât 16. Hai, lăsăm asta deoparte că nu mai contează, e pe terminat jocul. Hai, Ultimate Pack și după avem astea, pachetele astea două. Bobby. Mă, da, ia. Ne. Bine. Eu cred că e de la consolă, de-aia mi-au PS5. Păi, eu nu sunt pe PS5, tot rău de la pachet. Am Hero Shapeshifter Pack. Că niște 82 după astea. După pachetele astea două. Hai cu Hero. Bă, nu Cordoba că l-am. Am. O predicție ce pică? Gomez atunci. Am și pică B. Cahill nu a fost la nu. La 91 parcă. Vezi câte pe curios am la anul pentru toti? Asta zic. Am. Ce faci așa? Pe bune, mă? Deci am dat la Weekend League din Mbappé Gold. Dacă fii că pe mă dezabonez. Mă. 3, 2, 1 și... Chiar sunt curios. Da, mă, da, Gomez. De ce? Zic. Ia. Ai, cred. Bă, mai avem unul. Din asta vreau Mbappé toti. Mai fac ăștia. În echipa mea ar fi titular. Ăsta pică Sancho. Mă. Dar tu ești hater, aș belzare. Mă. 3, 2, 1 și... Am cream că-i toti. Măcar Dembele ăla în spate. Sau Sai Maximin. Oleu, colorați. Am elodat pe zona asta de 5 ori. Bun fodări. Hai să-i vindem pe ăștia și facem un icon. Gata, mă, facem icon. Păi până când? Pune Thiago ăla. Zona asta. Mi l-ar fi dat pe la Shapeshifter. Dacă se vând azi ăștia, e bine. Mă, vinde-te și tu. Dar mai ai că nu. Răsca din pat. Am. Hai. 30 like-uri pentru icon. Până îl facem, durează ceva. Team of the Week și Team of the Season. Team of the Week am. Am clubul mai plin ca niciodată. Courtois, Coman, Alisson, Leao, nu putea să fie la toți. Ruben, Gerrard, Chiellini, Busquets, Unde? Upamecano. Da, mă, da. Bun. Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. Unde Andrei? Harry Maguire. Hai să-i scoatem pe ăștia. Hai, mă. Bun. 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 Ia vezi. Gata. Messi, Ronaldo, Neymar. Care se bece? Mi-a dat blues, cred. Ia vezi, Mbappé tot în asta. Walkout. Soare. Face echipă full toți cu Neymar, Mbappé, etc. Ăștia grei la un icon să pice puiol. Uite-mă. Uite-l. Vorbeai de lup și lup la ușă. Suarez. King Harry. King Kenny. Da, nu cred că e de ajuns, dar încercăm. Da. Hai caraca. Da, Benzema. Da, Benzu. Dacă mai salvez în octombrie. Am Maguire locul. I-a luat Maguire locul ăsta, joacă pe orice poziție. Uite-mă că l-am pe Mbappé tot, pe de asta nu pică. Ibrahimovic. Am înțeles. Ai dus cu metri. Ia vezi chemistry-ul ăsta. Da, mă, da. Știi ceva? Ia, gata. Mă, cu pe toate. A dat ăștia drumul la... Da, în 10 minute. Avem finala. Avem 23 de like-uri. Cred că e posibil. Ia vezi. Chilwell. Și... Oh. Pleacă. Am gata. Lejer. Avem shake-ul, dar nu avem like-urile. Am dat. Cred că nu mai pot de nerăbdare. Fii atent că mă joc calificări la weekend, adică în august. Of, ce am ajuns să fac. Da, mă, da. Frumos. Ieși. Mam. E carac. Unde vrei să te duci, Ferran? Da, cel mai bine. Am dat la pensiune. Bine! A fost. Cred că a fost cea mai proastă idee din viața mea. Da. Ce am ajuns? M-am plictisit. Da, frumos. Hei. Da, știu. Păi să tragă timpul mai repede, știi? Aveam ce face, mai decât să stau. Trebuie să așteptăm să înceapă finala. Bine, trec pe lângă. Băi, dar nu pot să fac nimic. Ia mă că-ți rup picioarele. Chiar nu mai am chef de nimic, sincer. E stricat, mă, e stricat. Na. Mereu îl strică pe final, nu știu ce. Mai prinde-mă dacă poți. Mă, prinde-mă. Ce mi-au văzut ochii? Am început ăștia. Ia. Mamă, dă-i repede, te rog eu. Am să... Prinde-mă, mă. Da. Oh. Ei, caraca. Oh. Salut, Alin! Mă, frate, să ne uităm și noi la finală ca oamenii. Ce să zic, Alin, stau și eu, aștept să iasă ăsta. Asta e schema nouă. Ia. Am înțeles. E finala la FIFA azi? Da, da, da. Am înapoi. Eu am început? Da. Hai că e bine. Pe Twitch nu, că pe YouTube nu văd niciun video. Da, pe Twitch, pe Twitch. Deci... ce să faci în iulie? Oh, mamă, ce animații! Ei, te duci... Cool, cool. 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 Quadrado mă duc și de acolo. Quadrado. Quadrado. Da. Care... Ha. Să opresc și eu ăsta. Avem aici, să-mi pun și eu pe telefon chat-ul. Umut cu Nicolas. Nicolas la orice turneu ajunge departe. Da, da, da. E foarte bun. Uite pe Dula, mai. E bun, Nico. Eu cum ești l-am antrenat? ...25 de like-uri. Mă, înainte de ăsta să deschidem... Să deschidem... Hai că nu. Ia e. Să nu mai așteptăm că... Degeaba. Oricum ne uităm la finală și... Asta e. Predicții în chat? Cine credeți că pică? Hai, 3, 2, 1 și... Oh. Stai să închis și eu monitorul. Gata, l-am închis. Hai. Cred că s-a deschis. Hai. Stamina 91. Opa. Ai de cine a fost în semifinale? Umut Nicolas, Obrun și Emre Yilmaz. Mamă, ce avem primul? 1988. Îi dăm repede ca să prindem și dribbling, passing. Toți-s bocanci. Și ultimul fundaș. Nu, mijlocaș. Bârb. Ide! Mijlocașul. Am da. Ia ieși tu afară puțin. Ia o gură de aer. Nu. Unlucky. Hai. Ce-a început finala. Sunetul afară.
He won an East Champions League this year. He's had his hands on silverware. He's been in finals. He's had to face adversity in a bracket reset against Futties a few months ago. But still, even when he was bottom of Group C for a period on day one,
Best of 3. Cred. Cred că ar trebui să scriu undeva. Aggregate. La aggregate. Tur. Tur se joacă. Am cât mai era.
Can he get over the line?
Well, we spoke about how
frumos.
these two are going to set up in this game in terms of how they are going to line up formation-wise, tactically-wise. One thing you've got to know about Umut, he scores a lot of goals. He's netted 40 up to this point.
Yeah.
His score was exactly the same from round of 16, quarterfinal, semi-final. 4-1 wins off the back. 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. He's just a goal scorer. Nicholas, yes, has got a bit of both in his game in terms of a fantastic defender, but he scored 13 goals less than him. Yes, they're both in a final still, but Umut, offensively, has been more dangerous throughout this tournament.
And you would probably say that Nicholas hasn't played at his best in this entire tournament so far. Maybe on day two we saw glimpses of it in the groups, but in these knockouts, he's not blown people away. It's been 3-2 victories. If ever he's going to have to perform to the level that he knows he can, it is right here, right now, when the lights shine brightest.
Just keep an eye on the far side of your screen there. It's a bit of an overload going on. I think it's Marcella that's queuing up there. João Cancelo looking to build into the box, well defended by Marcella. But off the bat, Rich, is it a 4 at the back we're seeing from him?
It is, yeah. He's certainly changed. He's adjusted coming into this grand final.
Well, that's interesting because
he wants to get at him.
His coach Daniel, and he said, "Look, we're not going to start a 3-5-2. Many people would have probably expected that. We're not doing it for this one."
What was the exact quote? We're going to go for it.
We're going to take a risk and we're going to go for it. That was his words.
Da.
Is it?
Could be through with an early chance. Messi's onside. Deflection into the hands of Van der Sar.
You saw really early there that goalkeeper movement. He was so keen.
Salut, Flavian, salut.
Try and narrow down the space with
Mamă, s-a accidentat Militao.
Umit will be recognizing and taking mental notes of all these small little margins, small little percentages that potentially could play out and get the better of in the grand scheme of 2 legs of FIFA.
A lot of time to play here. 2 legs. On the way.
Nu știu asta. E că-ți dă, dar nu putem intra pe Twitch, că nu sunt acum pe Twitch, sunt pe FIFA.gg.
Who knows, might pop up over the next few weeks here in Denmark. Just feel like these two have had such good experience in terms of finals that.
Da. Și unde a fost, mă, trailerul? Hai la pauză. Hai, Nico. Mă, ce-a fost animația asta?
It's a good chance, Nicholas bursting through. It wasn't quite a one-on-one. There was a good bit of pressure from the defender just sort of on his back. But it'll be positive signs for Nicholas as he wins the ball on the switch of play.
And naturally, that 4 at the back, there is going to be the extra odd gap that's going to appear.
Luăm la 8 seara, 85 ori 10 repetabil. Mamă.
Fullbacks will be stretched with the overload of the 3-5-2. Davies, who scored a handful of fantastic goals for Nicholas throughout this Sea World Cup. Looking to add his mark again.
Uite, susținătorii lui Umut.
In full flow.
List of pros there. Dolomite, Predator, FIFA, Musti. All in line, supporting their fellow German on his way. Oh no! Save Van der Sar.
Am ce fac căști aici.
To come in quickly, Van der Sar's on his line. It's risky, but it's worked out for him.
Came a long, long way there, did Van der Sar, to make sure that he got 2 hands on that, claimed it tight to his chest. I think corners, in particular, are going to be a big, big factor in this grand final. Can Nicholas have his way? Can he dominate where he has in previous?
Vezi, putem face și noi 30 de like-uri.
Or does Umit have something special up his sleeve?
Well, this is like a bit of a passage of play for Umit as he comes forward again. Great pass he's been doing throughout those driven balls into the likes of Ronaldo. Well, that's Nazario or Cristiano. In a way, he's liked to play, Rich, and he's been so deadly with it throughout these last few days.
It's just that pass, so precise, so pinpoint. It penetrates the defensive line. He can ping it into the feet of one of his attacking players, which is typically moments R9, and he does have a lot of success in that department. Final chance of the half for Nicholas. Because the commentator, no it won't, and that will do us for 45 minutes.
Ce vreau să văd?
Really broke it down. There was the embarrassing chance from Nicholas, which was a time when we finished the animation. The player just didn't really.
Mai știu ce vreau să văd.
I mean, what one fantastic save from Van der Sar. It was an acrobatic effort to keep the
game. Băi, incredibil că m-am uitat.
This game, if you have just tuned in, this is the FIFA E World Cup Grand Final. Well, at the end of this, someone will be lifting the trophy here live in Copenhagen.
No, there will be, and we also have to keep on reiterating the money on the line.
Yeah. The biggest payday.
It's the biggest, I want to say, price discrepancy.
Este sigur cu 85 ori de ce?
game
Așa, cică.
of FIFA.
Ia.
If you win this, you take home $250K, $250,000 in your bank account. You finish second, $100,000. Yes, still an incredible amount, but it will sting.
Also, I think this year of all, I don't think we've ever seen such the split to second place as well. Before it was definitely below $100,000. This time, a huge lump of cash. Back on the way for the second half here in leg one. Don't worry if you haven't just tuned in, you are not missing a goal as of yet. As expected, narrowly, tightly contested this game. Was playing a factor, no doubt. Their biggest games they would have played all year, all season, and in their career.
Unde ai zis, Flavian, că ai văzut?
There is no stage like
Unde ai văzut?
Fifae World Cup.
And there's no time like the present.
Mamă, Nico.
Davies finds Hullet. Davies again. He's been the magician for Nicholas. Can he find the cutback? Ronaldo. Spine. An interesting effort from CR7.
Yeah, very, very tight angle. No real composure shown there. Quite surprisingly, he didn't have too much in the box though to look for a cutback, so he elected to try something spectacular, maybe even playing on a rebound off the goalkeeper had it been on target.
On the flip side,
Uite-l pe Bonano.
would have given Nicholas no doubt some insight. You can see it's Finala who wants to get knocked out the tournament to him. Yesterday it was a 4-1 victory in the end, but there'd have been a lot of insight there. He'll be supporting his fellow Argentine, who he does team up with in just a few weeks' time in the Fifae Nation Series.
Cred că coachul lui Jira. Cred.
See Rude Hullet bursting into the box, playing as a false nine at the minute.
Nice R9, this is Nicholas.
Jira.
Wins a corner, that's not good for Umit. Because you never know what's coming from these sort of moments. Dangerous. Played in quickly, this is Nicholas. Looking for CR7, didn't maybe find the bounce down he was originally looking for then. Sergio Ramos, excuse me, that put that touch on the ball.
60 minutes gone already. This game is absolutely flying by. 2 legs of FIFA if it's the first time you are joining us. Aggregate scoreline to separate.
Cancelo. This is Nicholas on the hump for an opening goal in this grand final. Finds Mbappe. Let's get stopped in his tracks by Spinazzola.
Could be a chance for...
Da.
I think it was Ronaldo run offside there, but that will force the defence back. 3-4 yards.
Messi still. Spinazzola on the overlap. Couple of ball rolls. Can't get past Ramos. His lunging leg there. Oh, that could be a chance. Again, gets away with it as Nicholas. Well recovered.
Can't give mistakes away like that. The importance of keeping possession of the ball in tight areas, especially in the defensive third.
I mean, we saw that, Rich, in the semi-final, especially in that Auburn game. Added time when Nicholas was able to strike. Just off a heavy touch from the Italian. Literally, we're looking at a game of mistakes here. Who's going to be the first player to make one?
Just tried firing it in through the gap there. R9 Ronaldo made the run. Similar to what Nicholas is doing there. Both players at the minute defending really, really well. There's no room anywhere in those defensive back threes and 4, respectively.
Again, very close to
Mistress.
First leg of game at FIFA.
1 leg if it goes 0-0.
Best of 1 pretty much, isn't it?
Best of 1. Just like the group standings were.
Best of 1.
To be honest, even those games didn't have all the goals in.
It was my best of 1.
There will be one more decent chance, you'd like to say. That's the bounce from Davies. Well recovered there.
Deci n-am fost atent chiar.
And the side to pick it up. Has the game gone as expected, would you say?
Yes. I definitely think so. If there weren't going to be a goal in the first sort of 10-15 minutes, I thought this was the style of final we were going to get. Tactical, gameplay, quite methodical, playing the percentages. But Nicholas always does have something up his sleeve, whether that's a long shot, whether that's a cross. We saw the green time David strike earlier.
There's the poor pass, dispossessed of it. Nicholas will pounce on the chance, back to goal line 9. Recovered from
Amândoi au emoții, cred.
Nerves will certainly play a factor as well.
Sigur.
We've picked it up, everybody here in the arena. You'll have never played in a situation or an arena or an atmosphere like this.
Well, win back from Mullet again. Nicholas doing a great job of just picking up these little heavy touches that Umit's offering him.
Uite primul loc.
Now looking to recycle this into the box somehow. Does well.
200.000 de dolari.
Wow. Will sting the woodwork.
200.000 de dolari.
What a finesse!
Cred.
Won the ball high up
Așa
the
scrie
pitch.
pe
He's curled it with Marcelo. And he's very fortunate as well, because that could have bounced off the goalkeeper as he outstretched in his goal.
That's what we'll do. You spoke about surprise package, Nicholas.
Dacă intra șutul ăsta.
Look at that. The finesse shot didn't even need to be timed. Just looping dangerously towards Umit's goal. It wasn't for the post. Who knows how we'll be leaving his first leg. Last chance saloon here. Looks like we're going to be playing for Umit. Building up for added time to follow them. We're looking to throw everybody forward.
He'll also play the percentages because it is only the first leg. If there's nothing on going forward, it's
quite a press from Nicholas.
Throwing possession
away. Nicholas.
The last chance. Ball over the top into R9. That should do us. Schmeichel
hands
on it. Halfway point here in the Fifae World Cup Grand Final. And there's nothing really to talk about so far. It's 0-0 between the two. And as you've rightly said, Rich, it's a best of one. Give it what you got. One game of FIFA, 250k on the line. This could be explosive.
A one-leg shootout to see who will be lifting the Fifae World Cup. Doesn't get much better than this.
Băci, mă. Prelungiri au dat.
Without it being green
times.
Both players will settle now going into the second leg. Simply because they'll be accustomed to the stage. The atmosphere earlier wasn't as it is right now. It is tense, but also so
feisty and
electric in this venue.
Also looking at this game, a set piece could win the FIFA World Cup. We're actually at that stage right now. And you said it rightly in terms of the percentage chances. They've had to go for those ridiculous percentage chances because they just haven't let either player have a real chance. The main chances, Rich, came in that first half.
As you can see, the live shots there of the stage. Emmett getting some words of wisdom in his booth on the other side of it. I think Nicholas just submitting the score to the referee. Oh, he's so nervy.
I'll tell you one thing that's good for the viewer right now. It's not been a blowout.
It's not, no. And we've seen that in the past. We've seen finals, sort of, especially in previous years, in tournaments where it's been a two-legged final. The first leg's been 2-3-0, and then in the second leg, someone's chasing, someone's having to go for the game, and then you just get picked up on the counter-attack. Whereas right here, we're going to get very much a similar story to the first leg. I don't know if you were watching, Brandon, on Thursday. I was sat over there in the couch. I said, what if we have a $150,000 penalty shootout? And I got told off by Rachel and Mike. I was saying that makes them feel nervous. We're not there yet, but given how this game is going, we are on our way.
Could you imagine?
We're a quarter of the journey.
Cum ar fi să ajungă meciul ăsta la penalturi?
Game's going to take quite a few swings.
Certainly will.
Before we get there, extra time will be needed if, of course, we do need it after 90 minutes. 0-0 if you have just tuned in between Umit and Nicholas. This is the Fifae World Cup Grand Final. As we rightly said, 250k on the line and that all-important trophy. One of these two will be lifting it, potentially, in about 20 minutes' time. What do you think the coach would have said at the halfway point, Rich? Because you can't really fault too much.
Probably just, you would imagine more of the same. Maybe try and go forward a little bit more. I think for Umit, when you look, he's his best when he's on the front foot. Not necessarily, you said he's got one of the best presses in the game. I think that's pretty well known. But also when he is going forward and he's playing those direct, quick-paced passes, those quick-paced dribbles in and around the box, that's when he's almost undefendable. We didn't see too much of that, and I think now we're sort of settling into the game, we're settling into the second leg. One goal in this game will explode, and also this arena will explode. with the energy that he's packed
Ce
in.
faci?
If you look at his career in terms of both of these two, there's only been a
Nu
handful
înțeleg
of
cum
times
face.
Nicholas has been to a final and lost, I think like twice. One of those was against MS Dasari a few
Champions
moves ago.
Cup 2 in FIFA 19.
I mean, in the 2v2 environment, the Nations Series finals where they lost to the hands of France, you can call that a final, maybe more than two, sorry. Then there was two online qualifiers where I think Palanetto had the better of Nicholas in one of those. But other than that, when he gets to finals,
typically he comes out on top.
Seemingly comes out on top. But on the flip side, to admit, I mean, Atlanta cross-contour final obviously was a PlayStation champion there, but did lose in the cross-contour final. Has been in the virtual Bundesliga, won one and has lost one.
I think one thing that we often talk about Nicholas, whenever he's in these 50-50 games, he always seems to come out on top. He always seems to edge his opponent by any means necessary. See the support there for Umut in the arena. He needs your support.
Uite-l pe Gauci.
Go for these two players right now.
Well, we'll open up this one for the second leg. 0-0 so far, all to play for in the Fifae World Cup.
Nu știu cât mai stau.
We can only hope.
Stau un pic să mai relaxează.
In the second leg, but it's just been one of those games. Naturally, an over player wants to make a mistake. You can fully understand that.
Și live-ul, cred că maxim o oră.
It's a big risk eventually for Mimic kicking out that four at the back.
Jumătate de oră.
Really expect that, and there was times when it was pulled apart.
It was, but it wasn't penetrated. So I think he's going to continue with that. I think he'll stick with that. As thumbs up from the referee. I think we're only a few seconds away from our second leg
Have a look at his venues, by the way.
action, getting the ball rolling.
Look at that for a venue, those two podiums up above us all here in the Bella Arena, capital of Denmark.
Full house.
9? A, până atunci e gata.
Here we go then. Second leg on the way for the Fifae World Cup. Who will come out on top and call themselves world champion?
E gata sigur până atunci.
When they first signed up to compete in competitive FIFA all that time ago, this was
Ultimul
the
meci.
goal to be a world champion. And this will be the best chance, no doubt, in their career they'll ever get, to be in a grand final, to be this close. It's on the game that's this open still also.
How far will your bottle take you?
Nicholas
Who will keep their head?
with the first chance of the game, kicking from left to right in that gilt strip. We'll be looking to knock on the door of Umut. No way through that time. That will stand strong and make sure he just about intercepts that one. One thing we know about Umut, he's been a heavy goal scorer throughout this tournament, has netted 40 goals in total through group stage and knockouts. Nicholas has done a great job of just keeping him quiet so far.
Is the back four again from Umut, sticking with what worked for him in the first leg.
Just
Era bună
replies,
pasă.
you've just seen there from that was Kimpembe dropping back in. Element of Tau and Chiellini have to just be so on it, Rich, in terms of the timings of the tackles.
The line as well, with the sort of, when you do back three, your wide mids will tuck in, so you get a little bit more protection. In a back four, if one of those centre backs goes missing, if one of those full backs goes missing, it can spell disaster.
But at the same time, it adds threat into this side of the...
You get an extra attacker going forward, yeah.
Which you'd like to say it's going to cause more of a headache for Nicholas. But he's been able to overload on the flanks quite well. Remember on the build-up now, this is Ronaldo, drops the shoulder into R9. Again, as always, he has been so good defensively. Element of Tau coming off the line.
Nu riscă nimeni.
When we saw it from Obron, you need something magical to break him down, Nicholas. He's got an elastico through the legs of the player. I mean, as I said, you do that up 10 times. You're lucky if one time it goes through. So Marcelo comes into one of those midfield positions.
Could be a chance here, starting to build for Umut.
Vezi, predicții, cine credeți că o să câștige finala? Nicola sau Umut?
Not being used by everybody, but
Zic Nico.
when he has featured in this squad, Always seems to be in the right place at the right time.
He's just offered them everything, hasn't he, as well, in terms of that shapeshifter in-game item. It's offered them a lot of goals going forward and a body just to get back as a sort of box-to-box midfielder. Here he comes now, Mbappe, into our nine. Is there a comeback available? Hullet, he just could not shift his body. The animation wasn't there.
Could be it.
Tell you what, CR7 could be through. He's in a running race at the moment at the back. It's Cristiano Ronaldo from it. Ball roll, scoop turn. It's Silky. Ball roll again. Great save, Van der Sar. Chance still alive. Back to CR7 again. Van der Sar will grab it with two hands and bring it to safety.
I just looked up my right-hand shoulder and the Spanish fans are celebrating like they just scored a goal. When you think about how tight that was. I didn't know if we were just going to offload it to R9. I thought that was the pass, that was the opportunity. He tried taking it on his own. Best chance of the game, best piece of attacking play of the game. Falling to Ummet, unable to convert.
When it got recycled back in as well, Rich, I thought it's going to be a destined goal. Game starting to come alive now as both players realise that this is literally a best of one, smash and grab. But for $250,000 and in the grand final of the FIFA World Cup. Third of the game played near enough.
Already
still goalless.
The pace that this game is passing by. Incredible.
It's going to start, players going to have to start taking risks as well.
Bună?
The winner.
Bine.
R9 just a bit too keen there, well played by Hullet.
It's a good knock.
Ce se întâmplă? Iar mi-au furat ăștia.
And space is starting to appear for the German.
10 minutes away from half-time. If you have just tuned in, this is the FIFA World Cup grand final. We're in the second leg between Nicholas and Ummet.
Hullet.
Goal is still, in it goes. Could be a chance in the air. Hullet. Carl Walker, of all people, jumps across from full, but there has to be brave, and he certainly was.
He just saw Ruud Hullet making that move through the middle of the pitch. He's always dangerous.
Hop.
The cross didn't have enough zip on it.
Hai să facem și noi 30 de like-uri.
To take it first time.
Forțăm 30 de like-uri.
Ummet's turn to come forward. Big switch of play, finds Spinazzola. He's got the press of Ramos on him. That ball off scoop turn though from Cristiano Ronaldo was so silky. And the Sar though, and his keep in that moment.
It was almost the predictable thing to do as well, the ball scoop turn, but when you're in finals like this, the mind is so busy with ideas, offensively and defensively. It can sometimes be the simplest of things that create an opportunity.
Cine credeți că o să câștige?
We're nearly half time, and it's literally going to be 45 minutes to play out the World Cup.
It will be.
No time added on. Referee send us into half time.
Încă repriză.
FIFA World Cup finals in our time.
Poate prelungiri și penalturi.
With this little time left, Richard, 45 minutes away from extra time, potentially 0-0 after 3 halves of FIFA.
I've just looked over my shoulder there into Nicholas's booth. Notes being taken, notes being jotted down, information being passed on with 45 minutes left to play. What a final.
Just taking the full pause as well, both of these two. Nicholas will know the job. This is the trophy he's been after for so long. Still seems locked in, doesn't it?
A superstar, Ummet, in his own right.
Especially as well in a German scene that's so hard to be recognised in, especially when you've got winners everywhere.
So hard to get recognised.
Ah.
But
it's hard to be at the top.
He's been recognised and he's rose to the top and stayed there as well.
I can tell you now, there's a few Germans in here in Copenhagen. There'll be a lot watching from home, cheering him on. Praying that it can be a back-to-back German winner for the FIFA World Cup. Back underway. Simple as this. 45 minutes to play. Umit needs something magical.
Ooh.
Either player. You've got to think the countless games of FIFA 22 these have played.
Thousands.
Against pros at all different levels, everything. You know, you've tried, you've tested different things out. The only thing, as we said, we joked around about it, a set piece. It's probably the only thing you're not used to. You know where the shot angles are. You know how a 3-5-2 works if you're on the side of Nicholas. And how well opponents just seemingly just match each other up. Time and time again. There will be a moment of magic to define this final. The question is who's going to be the magician.
Chance.
Yeah, man.
It will go. CR7 what a save from Schmeichel.
Biggest opportunity of the game so far. Cross whipped into the back post. Looked like a guaranteed goal when Ronaldo got up.
Deci nu vrea mingea să intri în partea meciul ăsta. Meciurile astea două. Incredibil.
Chances like that become gold dust as this clock ticks on.
What a chance. When you see Ronaldo in the air like that, Rich, you're panicking.
Oh, if you're you're thinking, oh, not like this.
Here he comes forward now, striving forward. R9!
R9 Ronaldo.
Fancy the finesse from that far out, just over the bar and into the pause. We shall go again. 31 minutes left here in our grand final. 0-0 still.
Just grazing the top of the net there was that finesse shot. We've talked a lot about substitutions. We've talked a lot about late game moments. This could be the moment where someone makes the inspired substitution, an inspired change.
Speak about the mental side of FIFA esports, Rich. These two have been top-class professionals in the way they've handled so many high-pressured moments this weekend. "30 minutes, you know in your head. You can see now, there's no coming back.
No.
Someone's got to score, though.
Fresh Mbappe.
That's dangerous, very dangerous. Franck Ribéry also on the pitch. Pull it into Mbappe. Chance for Vinicius Junior. Van der Sar with another incredible save.
This game is opening up, corner coming into the box. It's going to be Van der Sar to claim it.
Incredibil. Și pe bune că nu vrea mingea să intre în partea.
Both goalkeepers are just having the game of their lives. Save after save in all those big moments where you expect players to score. What a chance.
Where is the championship winning moment going to fall?
And as the pressure builds here in Copenhagen, time is running out for these two. Nicholas on the hunt for more late drama, this time in a grand final. Defended well that time, Carl Walker will look to get that ball forward again. There's not going to be many chances left in this one.
No, no.
Is Ronaldo in a running race? Got two players opposite to Vinicius.
Mai shit cu fundaș.
Mbappe could be
Cam
thrown
în
all
belly.
the way to Bellingham. With a very strong tackle.
Right place, right time was Jude, but the press is exquisite from Umut to win the ball back.
It's been one of his trademark attributes for his performance at the World Cup and his FIFA 22 season in general. His press has been relentless. He wins the ball back nicely.
Just electing to play a couple of passes around.
Just to sort of slow it down and then rebuild up.
Bring the pace of the game down slightly and maybe look for that one golden opportunity.
Well. Whoever scores, it's going to be mayhem. Here in the Bella Arena.
Bine.
Big win back from Nicholas. We are 15 minutes away, near enough from extra time here. $250,000 game of FIFA. You know what's on the line, you know what's at stake. Much more than that, world champion status. Chance, David Ginola!
Hai, mă, nu pot să cred.
Oh no! David Ginola! He tried to play a guessing game with Schmeichel. We may have guessed the right way, but the ball went the wrong side of the post.
What a chance for Nicholas.
Incredibil.
The pressure cooker goes up a few more notches. 10 minutes left.
It's red timed. He's won it back again, though.
Watch this run. It's the back four. Look, there are gaps appearing now. Nico can attack quickly. He's just been able to find these extra gaps where David Ginola is pretty fresh onto the pitch. Marcelo, Davies, they interchange well, looking for options now as Umit will try his best to line up two banks of four, midfield and defensively.
Ah.
That one goes out for a goal kick.
Both players have had chances to score. Both players potentially have had chances to win it. Umit will come forward with the world at his fingertips for one final chance here in this FIFA E World Cup Grand Final.
Well, if there's a way to win the FIFA E World Cup, let it be an added time now. Well, David Ginola might have ideas. He did this in the semi-final well, did Nicholas?
He's playing.
He's having the last chance of the game. No, he's ice cold as always. Whether it be round of 16, quarter-final,
Ultimul atac
semi-final.
al lui Nicholas.
Has he got a new level of calmness and coolness this time in a grand final? The biggest game of his career. And the last chance to unpick this puzzle. This German puzzle of Umit, which stands in his way of him being a world champion. Marcelo, we've played the added time.
Corner.
Corner. I said it could come down to a set piece. And maybe it might. Played in quickly. Ronaldo down. He's not going to get it. Vinicius is there.
Prelungiri.
Extra time. Extra time in the E World Cup Grand Final.
2 legs of nil performances. I mean, you
the
break
best
it down.
nil I've ever seen.
It's been very entertaining in terms of what we've seen. Some incredible saves from Van der Sar and Schmeichel.
Mistakes
as well. The timing of tackles, maybe the goalkeeper movement in parts. You could say. I mean, the red time finishes as well. We've seen another day.
This has been one of the most competitive games that we've seen all in tournament long.
Extra time.
We're in extra time. Let's get into it.
Dacă mă duc repede până la baie.
Who fancies winning it before penalties?
In the nicest way. Who can hold their bottle if they get a chance? 30 minutes in front of us. In terms of the last 1v1 game of FIFA eSports we're going to see in a tournament like this. It's not been a bad way to end out the FIFA 22 yet. Nicholas off the mark, looking to get his first goal in this grand final. It could be the winning goal of how this final has played out so far. Awful touch, Ramos.
And he got onto the sort of the edge of the box there after the lateral heel to heel with Ronaldo. Just didn't have too much on when it went into Jude Bellingham. Had to go backwards, had to try and recycle, and in the end, poor touch from Ramos turning over possession. Now Umit.
Dar ce s-a stâns camera?
Will come forward.
Just can't predict.
You don't know where this game is going to turn.
Umit's time now to turn up, to make something happen. The goal of his career, maybe.
Uite bă, s-o stâng și cam. Gata, și revin.
Very good, as always, as he has
Am
been.
incredibil, ce finală.
Nicholas along that back three of centre-backs.
And it looks like we've got into a slightly different shape as well. Ramos coming over to this right-hand side.
Just like that, as always does in extra time, and nearly at the halfway point. We joked about penalty. You joked about penalty.
Pe bune că încearcă cornerul ăla. Mult de tot. Pe toți încearcă cornerul ăla. Cel mai bun al player-ului.
At sort of just getting results. Something has to give, and if that is penalties, that's where we're going to go.
Well,
Symptom. Simt penaltiuri la meciul ăsta.
Get one more chance potentially if he goes forward.
He can move the ball forward. Nicholas, last chance and a half in extra time by a referee. Thought at least play that one on, said no.
Referee.
15 minutes away.
15 minutes from penalties to the side.
I'm getting nervous.
The Fifae World Cup champion for this year. You can't begin to imagine how these two are feeling right now, sitting on these podiums.
It's been a game of missed opportunities. The closest of margins to separate.
I think that's the level though, Rich. If these two play 10 times,
the result 5-5. Yeah,
it really is.
Unfortunately, they're not playing 10 times. They're playing right now, and we're not running it back. It's a one and done. It's 15 minutes for glory.
It's the game of all games. To write yourself in to the FIFA eSports history books as a world champion.
Cred că ține.
They've never won a FIFA World Cup. If they do,
nu risc.
It'll be a very special moment. Same for Germany, back-to-back win. Showcasing their dominance on the FIFA scene. 10 minutes to play.
Acum nu risc nici Nicolas.
We've not seen a goal in over 200 minutes.
Something has to give.
A risk. An extra skill move.
A riscat și el.
Something has to give. Could be through. Could be what a tackle.
Bine aici.
Huge risk versus reward tackle as well. Because if he misses that, it's almost a
Dă seama dacă trecea de Marquinhos. Pericol era.
Just see a little bit more aggression as well. Kimpembe stole the ball back in the centre of the pitch for Umit as we come into these last 5 minutes.
That sheet there in Daniel's hand, is that a penalty sheet? Call me crazy, but there'll be some prep on pens.
Last chance.
Ține ultimul atac.
We're so close to it. Penalties maybe to be decided.
Dacă nu dă gol. Aici avem penalti.
Last chance of the World Cup was decided on penalties 2012. Alfonso Ramos was successful.
I'm sure he'll be watching remote. He tweeted me saying that he preferred and thought that Nicholas would win this title. Oh, we're doing it, Rich. Oh, we are doing it. Well, we waited nearly 3 years, or not, for a FIFA World Cup final. It's being decided by a penalty shootout.
Incredibil.
$250,000 penalty shootout. And here we go. Nicholas steps up first and scores. Umit needs to reply to make it 1-from-1. Upstairs from Ribéry scores.
One apiece so far from the spot. It's Cristiano Ronaldo for Nicholas. Steps up, saved by Umit. Can he edge in front? His own Ronaldo from 12 yards scores.
Advantage to the German. Nicholas needs to score this one. Up steps Mbappe, who came on late on into the game. He will. Will it be 3 from 3? Coach over the ear of Nicholas. 3 from 3. Will it be? Does 3 from 3.
Nicholas, huge moment in this penalty shootout. David Ginola from the spot does score. Umit to go 4-3 up. In the World Cup Grand Final, Ruud Gullit scores.
Dacă nu dă, trebuie să dea și să apere.
Bellingham steps up, does score.
Să apere acum.
It's in your hands. $250,000 and the FIFA World Cup. Upstairs Vinicius.
Umut.
He does score. And Germany.
Campion mondial.
History. Back to back. FIFA World Cup champion.
He's taken the mantle from Moalbe and moves on into the history books. What a performance. Consistency is king from Umit, the best player over the week. And he'll be lifting that World Cup aloft.
Well, a lot of FIFA players, when they start to compete, they dare to dream. Dream of moments like this. To be a world champion, the best player in the world. We waited nearly 3 years for the FIFA World Cup to come back. And I'll tell you what, it came back in style. A penalty shootout to conclude it all. Yes, not always the way you want to see a game like this end, but it had to end some way.
And whenever there's a winner, there has to be a loser. Heartbreak for Nicholas.
You can't begin to imagine for Nicholas. He sits there as well on the flip side.
So
He's been
close.
so close.
Yet so far. Because the person who
Dosari,
will have on the tip of their tongue
Auba,
is
Umut.
Umut from Red Bull Leipzig.
Well, they did it in 2019 Germany. They've done it again. He will be your 2022 FIFA E World Cup champion via a penalty shootout. Absolutely incredible
Am fost multe goluri.
in Copenhagen.
Merita Nicolas.
Just checking on Nicholas there. You can only
Asta
imagine
e.
the pain, the discomfort, the words. You can't even begin to imagine for Nicholas 99. Still, forget the result here. He really is a true sportsman in this e-sport. He's paved the way for so many.
And that's the sportsmanship that we love to see. Incredible scenes. That's the first time in 5 years I've seen really that level of emotion from Nicholas. What a final.
Well, thousands came many months ago. They battled it out via online qualifiers and tournaments and just the dream to be in the top 32, which in just that was good enough. Germany didn't travel that well in numbers this time compared to normally, but still, there was one that made it to Championship Sunday. Umut is your FIFA E World Cup champion for 2022.
Wow, truly incredible, emotional scenes here. But guys, I am very happy to announce that I'm standing here with the FIFA E World Cup 2022 champion, Umut!
Mamă.
Unbelievable scenes here in Copenhagen. The German from RB Leipzig is the world champion and the best FIFA player in the world in 2022. He did it the hard way on penalties and a hard way to lose as well for Nicholas. There's spare a thought for him, the Argentinian, who's come so close once again. But Umut is the FIFA E World Cup 2022 champion. And you can see what it means to him and his friends and his colleagues. What a big win for Germany.
Păi ești campion mondial, cum să nu plângi?
And it's a huge win for his team, RB Leipzig as well. I'm sure there'll be some big celebrations in Copenhagen tonight. Truly unbelievable scenes here for Umut, and as he embraces the many friends and family he has here. Dylan Mike there, another top quality FIFA player, congratulating his compatriot. And I feel
Sincer,
like these will go on
nu mă așteptam să iasă Umut, dar
I'm going to try and get some words with Umut if I can.
eu fără cupa ăștia.
We've got to speak to the world champion. I'm going to try and speak to Umut quickly, guys. Umut, how are you feeling, Umut?
Of course, it's crazy feeling. I dreamed so long about this moment, and now it's coming true. Dreams come true. So it's so crazy, I can't talk anymore.
Umut, you're the world champion! Yeah!
Yeah! Yeah, man!
Yeah! I think they're happy, guys. Yeah! I think that's a happy crowd.
Oh, man.
$250,000. Umut's taking it home with him, as well as that trophy which stays in Germany. I'm with Dylan Mike here. Dylan, what are your thoughts on what you've just seen?
I'm just so happy for him, and how devastated he felt when he lost the final against me in the Virtual Bundesliga. And now, I mean, he deserved it. Me, in my opinion, he's the best player this year, and he's proven it. And obviously, I'm really happy for him.
Unbelievable scenes, winning on penalties. I mean, it hasn't happened since Alfonso Ramos did it in 2012. You got to feel for Nicholas as well, right?
Yes, obviously, he deserves at least one World Champion title until now. He's qualified for 5, and I think that it's just a small margins, maybe just a tiny bit of unluckiness in the games. And if it weren't for those things, he would have had one as well by now.
Both goalkeepers, so important for
What does
it mean for the nation of Germany? Obviously, that's where you're from. You've always produced fantastic FIFA players. 2 World Cups in a row won by Germans. Are you the best nation in FIFA?
Definitely. I mean, today we proved it again that we are the best nations. We arrived with the most players here, And like Moaba did in 2019, Umut won this year, and there's going to be a German winner next year as well.
Maybe it'll be you.
Hopefully.
Well done. Thank you, Dylan and Mike. Obviously, we still have the E-Nations to come, which will decide the best nation. But we have him here again, Umut, the champion. Have you got any words you want to say for the amazing support you've got here?
Auf jeden Fall in Deutschland. Ich liebe euch alle, die supportet haben, alle Jungs, die hier sind.
E dă pe limba lui acum.
Küsst eure Herzen, ihr seid die Besten auf alles.
And we're just speaking to your compatriot Dylan Mike about the fact that German players have won the last 2 FIFA E-World Cups. Do you think you're the strongest nation in FIFA?
Yeah, I think we have the strongest nation. We have so many great players. All German players are here. Everybody's strong. And next year,
și când vorbește engleză și când vorbește în german.
Question, but really it's a $250,000 question. What are you going to do with the money?
I think I will invest it, so I don't know yet. I will look with my brother who I can invest. I don't like to expend too much money for stupid things.
A sensible answer from a sensible man. I'm sure big celebrations tonight in Copenhagen, though.
Yeah, of course. I never drank in my life. Maybe it would change today, so we will look. Before the tournament, I think Ali, Predator FIFA, asked me if you win the World Cup, you would drink. I said maybe, so I will look, but yeah, I can't not say anything.
Well, listen, I'm going to let you enjoy your celebrations, but well done again. Unbelievable throughout the whole tournament. Our world champion, Umut. Well done.
Bune, nu înțelegi nimic ce zice.
Who can talk about his compatriot, Kay Correa. Big hug here from the big German. It's a real family feel across the German players. What are you thinking?
I'm so happy for him. I have no voice.
Asta și pe Corea. Ăsta e turco-german.
Yeah, I've lost it from shouting, but I'm so happy for him. I think he deserves it more than any other. For me, he's the best.
I mean, you're the best. You can't win this World Cup without being the best. The scenes are incredible. Never seen anything like it in all the FIFA E-World Cups I've seen. But Kay Correa and another of many, many happy Germans. We're going to go back to our casters now for some reactions, Richard and Brandon.
Wow.
Da.
A loss for words, really. I've always got words. I've not got any at the moment. You saw the adulation. We also saw the despair from Nicholas.
Că a luat locul 1, $200,000, parcă așa.
Yes, would have wanted a few more goals in that game, but to end the penalty shootout, you joked about it a few days ago. It happened. I mean, you can joke about what's happening at the E-Nations or the E-Club series next time, but Nicholas, he's given it his all. True sport at the scene. 5 years he's been involved. Along that, made so many E-World Cups, and then to lose on a penalty shootout.
Semifinalistul, 50.000.
He will get close. He will win a FIFA E-World Cup before he hangs up the
diferență mare, nu?
certain. It's a promise that I'm sure he's set to himself. But what a tournament. The biggest tournament of the year. It always is, and this is right up there in one of my favourite E-World Cups that we've ever had the privilege of covering.
And always, it's the final to deliver. That one's going into the archives. Save it, clip it. It will be, I'm sure, posted for many years to come. We look back on 2022 after 3 years.
Da, frumos. Băieți, ăsta a fost și live-ul de azi. Vă mulțumesc tuturor pentru like-uri, că ați stat aici cu mine. Am urmărit finala. Cred că o să facem... Nu știu când o să mai facem live cu... Poate jucăm ceva. Vedem. Mulțumesc tuturor că ați stat. Mulțumesc pentru like-uri încă o dată. Eu am fost Raul. Pa, pa!